a film, The Day the Earth Stood Still, from 1951, directed by Robert Wise and starring Michael Rennie, Patricia Neal, Hugh Marlowe, and notable appearances by Billy Gray and Sam Jaffe. So, a science fiction film that is much more than a science fiction film. If you've seen it, you know why I say so. And by the way, this is a good time to say, uh, however many years back, there was a horrible, horrible remake with Keanu Reeves, and it's an embarrassment. Don't even look at it. Don't. If you've never seen it, you don't need to see it. Just like, if you've never had root canal, you don't want root canal. Same thing. So, I'm going to not give away too much, but let's get into the basics. So here we are in 1951. There's a lot of tension, the Cold War is going on. And a spaceship lands on a ball field in Washington, D.C. A man comes out and reaches to get something out of his spacesuit, and he is immediately shot. Now, what he was going to get out of his spacesuit was a device he was going to give to the president that would allow him to see other stars and such. But it is how it is. Then we see, and the man's name, by the way, is Klaatu. And then we see Gort, a robot about 8 foot tall, basically the same color as the spaceship, who then opens his visor and destroys all the weapons that the army have there. So they take him, Klaatu, and bring him to a hospital where they don't intend to let him get out. He says he's come to speak to the leaders of the world with an important message. The leaders of the world don't want to get together and do that. He leaves the hospital. They don't want him to leave the hospital, but he leaves the hospital, and he takes up residence at a local boarding house, and he hears the points of view of different people, including Frances Xavier, who was Aunt Bee on the Andy Griffith Show, and of course Billy Gray was the son on Father Knows Best as well. Anyway, Billy Gray is the son of Patricia Neal, and her boyfriend is Hugh Marlowe, a very opportunistic man. And so we see their attempts to penetrate the hull of the ship, to penetrate the robot, all unsuccessful. And he, by the way, has taken on the name of Mr. Carpenter, which is significant once you know the entirety of what the story is about. Sorry, I don't know why I'm sort of like losing my voice a little today, but that's okay. You can hear me, I hope. It's filmed in black and white. It has a great score by Bernard Herrmann. It creates it's two levels. It creates a lot of suspense, but we see within it a lot of hope. And stuff happens that I don't want to talk about because you need to see it. But it's remarkable stuff. It's famous stuff. This is where you get the famous phrase, Klaatu Barada Nikto. You also get Gort Varinga, but that's not used nearly as much. The message is an important one, and it is basically what caps the film. There's some violence, there's some diamonds, and there's a bunch of scientists and puzzled world leaders. And there's a significant moment that happens where sort of Carpenter sends a message to the entire world all at the same time. I never get tired of watching this film. It's Robert Wise, who 10, 11 years later would direct the absolutely wonderful film The Haunting, the best haunted house film ever made, with Julie Harris and Russ Tamblyn and a bunch of other folks. But Robert Wise's direction here is very practical. He stays on shots. He allows his characters to emote. He shows you greatness in people. He shows you pettiness in people. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Um, Again, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you've not seen it, don't be put off. There are some people that don't like, quote unquote, science fiction. It's much more than that. It's not simply a science fiction film, it is an important film. It is a film that's even more important now than when it was made in 1951 or when it was released in 1951. My guess is it was probably made in 1950, the year my folks were married. Um, the Day the Earth Stood Still is a film well worth your time. I hope you give it a look. I hope you let me know what you thought. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Cut. Pretty.